Hello everyone and welcome to the start of my December writing vlog. It's super cool to be starting my first monthly writing vlog that I'm going to be doing throughout the year and for you guys to see my novel progress. If you want a quick summary of what my current writing project is, you can watch this video above and it gives kind of a summary on what I am working on at the moment and where I am at with this novel that I am writing. But to briefly summarize for those of us who are here, I am writing a sci-fi novel and I'm currently working through my second draft where I'm effectively rewriting the whole thing because I needed to change the POVs and what voice it was written in. It was originally in first person, now it's in third person, things like that. My current word count is sitting about 59,000 words, which we should hopefully be able to kick into 60,000 words this month. This camera is really hard to hold, so now you're gonna get this glowing camera angle because I'm lazy and don't want to hold the camera anymore. And I will also probably be vlogging the experience of my whole channel rebrand happening on December 4th. That is in 4 days. That's gonna be a busy day. There are going to be a lot of busy days this month. I still have my graduation and my formal and my sign out day. Like, I'm finishing school, all the final school events are happening, and then all the channel stuff is changing. I'm gonna be uploading more frequently. I'm looking for work, a whole bunch of stuff. So you'll get a little bit of that on top of mostly just focusing on writing though, and this vlog should hopefully motivate me to work on writing more so that I have to share with you guys. Yeah, sit back and enjoy, and I'm going to get to writing. Jump on in here to explain what's going on because I realized in the intro I forgot to mention a giant thing that's going to be happening in this vlog, and I don't know how I forgot. I'm going to be setting up my whole writing studio. Whoa! So that involves cleaning out all the stuff that was in my room, like getting rid of the desk that I used for my school stuff, because guess what? I no longer need school stuff. Today I just got home from completing my final HSC exam. This angle is too awkward. I just finished my final HSC exam. That means I can move on with my life now. And so I now have a vanity that has gone into my bedroom to replace where my desk was, and I have a new desk in the space that is now my writing studio. And it's also the desk I'm going to be doing like video editing and all that stuff on. So yeah, I'm going to start talking because it's boring to talk about but fun to go and do, and look at me doing. But first of all, I went to a junk store and I bought more leaves for my background because I've discovered that my aesthetic is brown furniture with green plants around it. I don't know. echoey writing room. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be vlogging in this room considering the echo. I'll have to have a look at how it sounds in editing. But yeah, I just got done writing 1,600 words, which is pretty nice, and yesterday I wrote about 1,000 as well. I must apologize for not vlogging yesterday. Yesterday was the long-awaited December 4th date where I did all my channel stuff. The big rebrand happened. It was a big day. And it was a bit of a rough morning and I didn't feel like vlogging. I'll probably regret not vlogging it. I kind of do already, but I just wasn't in the right mental state. Basically, I have been planning out yesterday for months, and the day before I planned out like what time I was gonna get up to like get everything done. And then I pressed the 7 a.m. alarm that I just had on my phone, like in the alarm section, and it only went off on weekdays, and yesterday was a weekend, and so I didn't wake up till 8:30. And I have anxiety about time. It's a whole thing, and I felt very out of control because everything was off track for like by an hour. And I cried 3 times within the first hour of getting up. And it was a really stupid thing to be upset over. But I was still upset about it. And so vlogging didn't happen. But still, everything that I needed to get done got done. Like, I just had that rough morning and my anxiety was a bit gone wild all day. But like, everything that needed to be done, that was a bad sentence, but it got done. And all the channel changes have happened. It's looking really good. I'm looking forward to people like enjoying the new content, and I hope that they do. I'm really enjoying my writing space. It's really nice. That's my mum's puzzle shelf over there. That's not a part of my section. I believe you saw it, but you'll get another look. Here's what I'm working with. I have like so much space to spread out. I can fit under the desk. My school desk had a drawer and it couldn't fit under it. So yeah. And look, I have my very sad looking plant, and my sister and her boyfriend got me an alive plant, and so now it looks like not all my plants are dying. I appreciate that. So that means I will see you tomorrow. I'm at such like a good part of the book now, so like things are really rolling. I do need to do some outlining tomorrow to like outline this final section. Sorry about the glare on my glasses. So that'll also get done tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a weird day though. I have my sign out day for school in the morning. I have a dentist appointment at 12:30 because one of my gums is now swollen. That was another thing that happened yesterday. I'm hanging out with my sister in the night. It's gonna be a good day. Look how cute you are! Good evening. Welcome to live footage of me discovering I don't like the feeling of false lashes. What are you? This is my practice for my formal makeup. It was surprisingly easy to put on. Everyone always says it's so hard, but I was like, oh, just sort of sticks on. It's like a little sticker. So I don't know, I also have to now practice doing my hair with a curling iron. I'm not good with curling irons, we don't get along. This vlog's about writing. Let me give you an update. So, yesterday I didn't do much writing, but I had to do a lot of thinking because I had to do some research into spaceships and how they're powered and how they're fueled, and realize I kind of have to, it's lighting, I kind of have to change how my spaceship works to, you know, scientifically fit and to be possible to do the things I needed to do. So I kind of had to plan out how this next arc's gonna go, and the bit that I wrote in the morning I then backtracked and went back and rewrote so that it made more sense. So I'm pretty sure I got to the point where from today I can just kind of continue writing now, But yeah, yesterday was just a lot of thinking about how I can get my plot to work. Today there should hopefully be a little bit more writing. Hopefully I can get in at least 1,000 words. That's kind of the minimum I like to set for myself, writing 1,000 words, because I feel like that's pretty reasonable. I'm very distracted by my makeup, if you can't tell. When I told you curling irons and I aren't friends, I meant it. My hair looks like little spaghetti strands. Like, some of it's fine, and you can see like what I was going for. I didn't think the big mistake I would make would be curling them up in pin curls. Doing that actually ruined the curls because I pin curled it so messily that they came out in these straggly little strands. But this has been a productive lesson on how to not heat curl your hair. That moment when you have an idea and now you're considering changing like your entire ending and final arc of your book, but you think it'll be really cool if you do it like this, but now you also have to rethink the entire ending and arc of your book. That's where I'm at. I'm still spinning. Yesterday was a pretty good writing day, even though it was still a very busy day. I'm still spinning. I wrote about 2,000 words. We're gonna have a rotating camera angle now. I'm at a real good part of the book. It's kind of heading up to the final climax. So it's a good place to be writing, and I'm hoping to smash out maybe another 2,000 words today. Just to really get into the groove of things and get into that high action sequence, because I write a lot more when it's the high action parts of the book compared to when it's, you know, still important moments, but this chair and I are not cooperating. Still important moments, but they're not as high intensity. What is with the chair in this room, bro? We're going good, we're going strong. I hit the 70,000 mark. I can't see this dropping it any more than like 80,000 at this point. So the word count's not going to be as high as I thought, but like that's fine. The word count continuously changes, so you know. I'm gonna get to writing. Quick update time. So, I've miscalculated something. Drafting. I've been writing like consistently, like I wrote 2,000 words for quite a few days and I wrote about 1,200 yesterday, and so I'm getting through a lot because everything is so like high action and very high tension at the moment, which is really good. I remember saying in my writing update video that my goal was to have the second draft done by the end of January, and I'm like almost done with this draft. Like it's almost done, like a couple thousand more words to go and then it's done. How did I think this was going to take so long? I really underestimated how much I can get done now that I have time and I'm sitting down and working on it every day without school commitments, and then this is just the thing that I am doing now. This weekend we are going down to see family, and we're having Christmas with them and also my grandmother's birthday, and so I need to make a decision about am I working while I'm down there or not. The thing is I probably won't be writing, so that'll be like a break from everything. So I'm kind of thinking now to maybe try and get this draft done within the next 2 days. Tomorrow will be a bit difficult because I have my school formal, but in the morning I should be free, so if I can write some words today, some words Thursday, and some words Friday, I should be done. And then this weekend is a break, and then I can think about what I'm doing for my third draft. So who knew this vlog would be me finishing the second draft? Why is my face green? Alright. So decide when I'm gonna get people to read it and who's going to be reading it, which is terrifying, but I think mistakes I've made with other drafts, I never got people to read them. With other like novel writing projects, I never got people to read them. And I think if you get to a point where you're writing like a 4th or 5th draft and you're working on things like individual sentences and the smaller details, it's a waste of time if then someone reads it and tells you this hobbit's boring and you end up cutting it out anyway, or your concept isn't strong in the first place and you know you end up having to rewrite everything and you just spent time nitpicking at it when the actual story itself wasn't down pat yet. So I think the next draft will be a combination of getting people to read it and then also fixing the things that need to be fixed and starting to work on the writing, but not focusing too much on the smaller things, you know? It's really wild to think about the fact that this is something I might actually be querying to get published. When I was 13, I used to think, oh yeah, I can just apply for a literary agent and all this. And like, looking back, I was always like, no you can't, you're like 13 and your novel sucks and it's barely a novel. That's where I'm at, so let's go write some words. Hello everyone and welcome to finish the second draft day, hopefully. I'm sure I will, but yeah. Today is gonna be a pretty packed day. I have to do a lot of preparation for going away on the weekend and stuff, and then I'm also uploading a video that I'm very nervous about. And then we're finishing the second draft, and yeah, there's a lot to get through today. So I have like a chapter and a small chapter. This is a bad angle. The small chapter is almost like an epilogue, but like not an epilogue. But it's not gonna be like a full-length chapter, so I'm like writing like a chapter and a half today. So I think that's achievable, and then the draft will be finished. And then from there, I will probably see you Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday's busy too. I gotta film in the morning and all this stuff. Life's busy, but that's okay. That's good. Also, my allergies have flared up this morning. That's why I'm a bit tired and croaky. I also had my formal last night, which is another contributor to why I'm tired. Even though I still got like 8 hours of sleep, but I don't know. I'm done. It feels so weird. I'm done. Whoa. Quick writing vlog update. I am back from my weekend away. I just finished filming a video. I've decided that today is going to be a very video focused day. I'm going to do a lot of editing and a lot of planning because I've spontaneously decided I want to upload another video this month. So I'm going to be working on that today, but also I've decided to take a little bit of a longer break from my current work in progress, and I want to work on creating some other smaller projects to work on the side between drafts, etc, etc. Because I think if I get stuck in this one thing too much, I'm narrowing what I could be working on and my creative interests. So I'm either going to be outlining what my next like novel project will be, or I'm going to work on some short stories, which I think I will end up doing more. So I will let you know how it all goes. Good morning everyone, quick little update. Yesterday I almost finished writing a draft of this short story idea I have and I'm going to be working on for a little while, and I am really enjoying it. And I also did some editing of it today and I'm really excited to see where it goes, so I'll keep you updated on that. Hello everyone! Yesterday was Christmas. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. If not, I hope you had a great day. So I did a little bit of work like on Christmas Eve, but nothing big, and then I didn't work on Christmas. But I am back to it today. And I've decided I just want to get back into my work in progress and my novel. So today I've decided that I am going to spend my afternoon just reading through it. Not with like a writer brain on, but with more of a reader brain. So from the perspective of someone picked up my book, how would it go? And reading it, I'm hoping to do this over like only maybe 2 days or 3 days. Just read it as I would a book, so that I can get a feel for pacing and it's all very fresh in my head and how it would feel as a reader to read it. And then just put little comments along the way. Like just to add this here, this is slow, this is too fast, needs more description, just small little comments like that. And then when I actually go back in and do my third draft, those are the things that I will fix. Yeah, I think that method should work pretty well and give me some good ideas about how the book is going and how it feels, how much work there is to be done. Particularly the ending, because the ending is very new. It hasn't been through like a second draft process really. I imagine that will have a bit of editing. And then probably the main issues will probably be some of the slower scenes. But yeah, I will get to that and we'll see what's going on with it. Quick update as we are approaching the end of the month. Today is the 29th. I'm still trying to just read through my draft as a book. My focus today is terrible though. I sat there for like nearly 40 minutes and read like 10 pages, so that's how we're going. But yeah, ideally I would like to have this process done in the next 2 days or like by the end of the month, and then January I can start jumping into the third draft, which would be ideal and very good. So things that I have noticed while reading this draft, one of the bigger editing things is that I need to differentiate the POVs a bit more, because this is a multiple POV book. And sometimes as I'm reading it, I can't tell whose perspective it's from. And so those are some things I'm gonna have to fix. I also noticed I use the word fantasy like every second chapter. I don't know what's up with that. So yeah, that's how it's going. As you can tell, I'm a little bit tired today. Hello everyone, welcome to the final clip of this vlog. So to conclude, as mentioned in the last clip, I finished reading through my draft just as a novel. My face is red because it is a summer's day and it is really hot. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be mapping out some of my character arcs a bit better so that when I go into this third draft, when I go into this third draft, I have those ideas in mind and I'm a lot clearer in the direction that those characters are going in. And I'm also going to make a map. Sorry, the camera kept moving. I'm also going to make a map of the ship that my characters use, because there's a few little inconsistencies here and there, and so I'm going to fully map out their ship so I can refer to that, know where everyone is. So that's hopefully what I'm going to get through today. And then starting the draft 3 and potentially getting people to start reading this is going to be happening throughout January, so you will have to see that in the January writing vlog. Also in January, I just got offered a work position, so I'm going to be starting work. So yeah, January is going to be interesting. I've just adjusted into this routine, and so things are gonna have to change a little bit, but it's a job. I got a job. I also have some big cosplay plans for January that are hopefully going to be happening. And I'm really excited for the videos that are going to come out, and I hope you enjoyed this December writing vlog. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like to support the channel, and if you want to make sure that you see my January writing vlog, all the writing content to come in the future, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can get to see those. So thank you once again for watching. Bye!